Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Krejci in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Reza Shea with it. He's covered by Thompson. And that one, good. Reza Shea's got 5.
Well, Reza Shea has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Curry passes to Dixon. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Johnson. Wound up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Now here's Curry.
Atlanta foul. Dick Krejci.
Hawks making the switch here. Daniels is checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Hawks. Daniels.
Here's Dixon. He's covered by Daniels. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Dixon. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Over Young. And the basket by Curry. He's got 12.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
A nice shot by Dixon.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
The Hawks trail by 17. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Curry. The offensive rebound. Porzingis can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate it.
Atlanta calls timeout. We've seen Smooth really having a great game.
Well, shutting down his 3-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. And you look at Dixon, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Pass to Reza Shea. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 17. Now post. Golden State moving it around. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Trae Young. And such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Daniels. Porzingis kicks to Daniels. And he banks in the layup. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Daniels. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Curry. He's got 18. Over Young. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
The kick out to Young. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 33 points.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now. Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Now, Reza Shea. 7 points in the game. Here's Johnson. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching them unprepared.
The Hawks trail by 19. Pass to Reza Shea. Johnson outside. Young passes to Johnson. Off target from outside. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 22 is their biggest lead. Timeout called the Warriors.
Start it.
All right, fans, look who it is. Let me hear you make some noise for your ATL dancers.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta's shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Running the wings, they'll go at Curry and Thompson. Creighton Post is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Dixon in at the point.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Curry. Pass to Dixon. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 55 points for Smooth. Porzingis at the elbow. Back to Young. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and we've come to expect this from Young. He fills it up in so many different ways.
Dixon passes to Butler. And here is Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Dixon, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
And for that game against the Kings, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now, here is Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, year after year, Young is one of the best when it comes to drawing fouls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Warriors leading by 17. Here's Curry. Porzingis with the block. And they'll get another chance. Curry is inside. Young's there. Another shot. And the layup by Curry. Curry's got 22 points.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
Young against Curry. Young dishes to Daniels. Drives to the hoop. Count that one.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Up top, Curry, defended by Young. On the wing, Thompson. The three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here's Young after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Young's shot is off. Here's Dixon. He's covered by Daniels. Dixon's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 18. Johnson, a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 6 assists here tonight. Curry finds Butler. Here's Dixon. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Dixon. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Outside Butler. Pass to Dixon.
Atlanta foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Daniels with it, covered by Dixon. Good once again. That makes it 8 for 9 this game.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
And yep, another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And they pick up 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Now, here's Butler.
Great job by Porzingis, just making himself big and affecting that shot.
Here's Johnson to the middle. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And that one falls for Okongwu. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Now, here is Young. Outside, Porzingis. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Inside, Dixon. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Stephen Curry.
And Young is so good at drawing contact. Defenders have to be very disciplined guarding him.
Zachary Rieseshay is checked in for Atlanta.
Clearly a foul.
That's good from Johnson.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
So it's the Warriors now. Curry passes to Dixon. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
The Hawks trail by 13. Daniels with it. Rieseshay in the corner. Back to Daniels. And he's good on the 3-ball. Daniels has got 9 points in the quarter.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Rieseshay after the made shot from Dixon. And O'Connell slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
Curry passes to Dixon. And another one.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Johnson finds Rieseshay. Good D by Thompson. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 13-point lead. Dixon. It's tipped. Here's Johnson. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dixon. To the wing right side. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Young. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now here's Curry. Pass to Dixon. Curry against Young. Here's Dixon. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Young pass to Okongwu. And here's Daniels. Again, the Hawks score.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
And good, he hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here is Daniels. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Curry getting it done inside.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Curry against Young. And a wide open look for Daniels. And it's off from 3-point range. Curry passes to Dixon. The 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Daniels kicks to Okongwu. And he stays with it.
Well, that's been the story here. A lot of lucky bounces going their way to give them extra possessions.
A nice shot by Dixon.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
The Hawks trail by 16. Young outside. Three-pointer, Daniels. Okongwu. Great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, Okongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. See you next time.